Well, today, folks, I've got absolutely no idea what to do. Either go watch Chronicle or stay here and review a few DVDs or Blu-rays. I'm not really sure which one to do. I mean, it surely can't be that bad staying here doing nothing, right?
Want to go see Twilight with me?
Yeah, ba-bling, ba-bling,
Now, Chronicle follows a bunch of kids that discover a mysterious hole, and in that hole contains something that grants them powers. And do they use it to save the world? No, they use it to piss about and cause chaos.
I got this one. Sweet. She's just looking at it.
Things get a lot darker from there, but I'm not going to go into too many details.
It's too dangerous. Andrew, it's not a game.
Andrew! Chronicle is a found footage film. Now, if you're not a fan of that stuff, don't just shun this film away and think, oh, I don't need to watch it, I don't like that shaky cam stuff. You will probably like this film. I know for a fact because my dad absolutely hates these films, yet he came out and thoroughly enjoyed Chronicle, and so did I. Now, what makes Chronicle good? If I like it, what do I like about it? Well, surprisingly, the acting in the film is really, really good. The main cast are really a bunch of nobodies. I've never seen them in anything else. They're probably in some things in America, but we're not going to get it here in Britain. They act very well. They're not unbelievable in any point. Not once in the film did I think these were a bunch of actors. I was surprised how good the acting was. And of course, because it's about superheroes, there is of course a lot of action, and the action does not disappoint. The action is very well done, and considering it's a found footage film, you'd expect that half of it would be off screen. But no, actually, every last bit of action is on screen in this film. And the reason why is because this isn't really a typical found footage film. It doesn't just go through one POV, it goes through multiple, but it's mainly through one through the majority of the film. But pretty much once they start learning powers, the kid that's recording all this stuff, he pretty much uses his power of telekinesis to sort of like float the camera away from him, which gets some really good shots that you wouldn't really see in a found footage film, and it comes as a nice surprise because you don't get shots like "Run! Just run for your life!" Which is quite refreshing because anyone that's watched Cloverfield would know what that feels like. Now, looking at Chronicle's budget, it's quite surprising to find that it uses a lot of special effects, and it uses it to its advantage. I mean, there are some points where it sort of takes you out of the realism of the film because it looks fake now and then, but most of the time it's quite believable, and the flying sequences in this film are pretty awesome. So are the action scenes. I mean, it's just absolutely great to see action of that calibre in a found footage film. I mean, you really get that. And recently there's been a spate of original and refreshing found footage films, from the likes of Grave Encounters to this, and a few upcoming ones which I will probably do a review of probably this March if I get the DVD, and it'll be a nice surprise if I do get to review it. Now, the reason why Chronicle is original is because it's the first superhero film to be told from the found footage perspective, and it does it really well. And the film, the story overall, you just think, oh, from the trailers as well, that oh, this is just going to be pretty average, you know, it's just going to be, oh, they get powers and they mess about and they die. Well, no, it's actually not just that as well. It's the subject matter in this film it's really dark. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I won't say what it is. So, the bad things about the movie, there isn't really much for me to say. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, someone walked out of the theatre saying they hated it purely because it was a found footage film. There's barely any shaking throughout the film at all, I mean, because for the majority of it he's held the camera up. And even when he's holding the camera, it's really quite still. So I've got no problem with it being a found footage film. I'm a sucker for them. And apart from some hokey special effects now and then, there's not really much I can say that's bad about the film. Overall, Chronicle is a excellent found footage film. If you're a fan of found footage films, definitely check this out, you'll love it. It's not a horror, but you'll still like it, it's a good film. And if you're a fan of found footage, that'll just make the awesomeness level skyrocket. It's surprisingly dark with a low-ass rating. This could have easily been a 15. It's not necessarily violent, it's just the tone and the story is really dark in some places. Overall, it's just a really enjoyable blockbuster film that just happens to be found footage, and it's one of them found footage films that people would have expected to be only for us found footage fans only, but ended up being that everybody likes it. Like I say, my dad hates the genre, but yet he flippin' loved Chronicle. For me, it's a buy on Blu-ray on the first day, and if you're still unsure and you still don't like that found footage horror feel and you don't want to go to the cinema, give it a rental at least, because it's definitely worth your time. And if it's not if you don't like it, well, that's just you. So my rating for Chronicle is 4 out of 5. It's very good, not Oscar-worthy, but it's a damn good found footage film. What it sets out to achieve, it does to a genius level, and it's a really nice, refreshing film to watch in 2012. Thank you guys for watching my review. This is Xanderfaulk saying goodbye.